Well, it just so happens you're listening to Drunk Kids Gaming.
All
right.
The rats really don't scare me. I used to get the rats.
I like a great American.
I used to cuss a lot, but,
This is gonna make me sad.
Yeah, I ain't scared of rats. This ain't nothing. Like the ones we was in Great America, that ain't nothing.
I was young, I was supposed to, I'm delicious from all that.
The anticipation.
Well, I still
Full
cuss
screen.
every now and again, but I ain't
can't.
gonna cuss today. I know this rat ain't nothing.
Right, and you know, I made it all the way through. I've always been one to make it all the way through.
Oh God, famous last words.
It's going to end badly.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Call the police!
Oh, my bad. Yeah, God, I cussed a little bit. I didn't cuss a lot, though. But I went into the holies, and I prayed a little bit. I closed my eyes and I prayed a little bit.
No! That's not okay!
Oh, my God. Oh, that wasn't that bad. We going down
He's trying to check. He's trying to check if he's because he went to Jesus.
Wait.
He knew he just died.
Oh, he had a moment.
Oh, I'm cutting it. Oh, I'm cutting it.
Oh, me.
Just saw a man see the Lord's eyes. Saw the eyes of Jesus. Said hi to grandma.
What that needed was like the preacher like smacking him across the forehead, and then he goes just limp.
Oh my God, dude, that is the greatest thing, right? Because I watched that, and then it has that moment where it is the greatest story ever told, right? Because it has the buildup, and then it has the arc of what you get to from the buildup, and then it has a beautiful come down to the end of the story that just wraps up.
The typical hero's tale told in YouTube videos in a curt 2 minutes.
Yeah,
There's a compilation of that shows a whole bunch of people passing out, and man, they're all hilarious.
Go to your doctors, people.
The best part, my dude faints not once, but like
Well,
3
it just so
fucking
happens
times.
You're listening to Drunk Kids.
And then just the arms just.
Yeah. But I love
Because
the thing about it, right?
You've done this before, where you do something like where you come with an inch of death, but you still trying to play it cool for everyone, and you're like, no, we good, no, car totally didn't hit me, like car missed me by an inch, good to go. You try to play it cool, but then you hit that faculty moment, where you're like, yo, I almost just died. I think I did just die.
The thing I love about it, though, right? The thing I love about that whole buildup is he faints, right? The arms go limp, and then he comes back, and he realize the moment washes over him that it's not over, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
Well, again, he
so happens you're listening to Drunk
You
Kids
know-
Gaming.
the way your mind works, he might have been gone for a year in his head. He might have been on a journey with Tupac and Elvis, and he had just
elephants.
And he had a whole Narnia trip. Aslan came out. He saved a whole country, and then he just came back and he's on a roller coaster. And he's like, "Not like this. Take me back." Oh Lord!
I also love in the end though that after all that, his major problem was, why we going down so fast? Ain't nobody else come down this fast.
I think he's just trying to talk. I don't like that video, Kaz. We're never doing your video again. That was done. That was no. That was not okay.
Didn't he say something like, I might have used a little profanity?
Video I've ever brought.
I mean, there's a point where he said, I think I heard the words. I think he said, "I went to the holies." I
thought he said I might have used a little profanity there.
Oh yeah,
no, he did. Because before the build part of the build-up was right that this ride ain't shit. Fuck this ride. This ride ain't nothing. I ain't even gonna curse on this ride. This ride ain't gonna make me curse. And then after they come out of it, he's like, I didn't seen God, and I cursed a lot. And he started singing.
I just love as a religious man, though. I mean, if you really do believe in that stuff, and that shit happens to you, you start fucking singing. Praise the Lord, I made
That
it.
was great. You should start singing it again.
Right? Started going in the hip.
Well, we're not doing any more of this theme park, baby. We're going straight to church after this.
Lord.
Oh Lord!
All right.
But anyways, alive
Speaking of
and well.
Praise, the fuck out of my intro roll.
Speaking
dude.
of church,
No fucking
Kaz, take it
dude.
away.
Jesus Christ. So this is dkgWELP, the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast.
Bing.
This is a show we do weekly, lol, where we come together, we bring our friends on, and we talk about kind of the happenings of the week. Joining us this week to be our friends is my co-host on Sports Odds and Ends, the sports podcast for the fly-by-night sports fans, sportsoddsandsends.com. jveezy.
Woo. Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Also joining us this week is our good friend of the show, the Patronus of the show, the friend of a show to be named later in a trade deal with the Green Bay Packers, Scott Schmeeler.
What we get
Thank you.
back?
Thank you very much.
Long time
worst level
DKG community member, first time podcast member.
We're getting points and draft picks to be named later.
And not a world-class PUBG player.
World
Oh, God.
class.
Yeah, I'm just as bad as you are.
I love.
If you want to fucking bad, go over to the Drunk Kids Gaming YouTube channel where we have a video of us.
I think
the bad boys.
I think Miller was in our first game that we won with him, right? Or was that someone else? I don't remember. Did we win our first game?
The highest I made it in a game was second place.
Well, there you go. Well done. Potato time. That's a great game. Yeah, I know we have a new video up on the YouTube's, just a compilation of some of the worst plays that you'll ever see in PUBG. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
If you don't get enough of it live on the stream, you can have it on the YouTube channel. Don't ever forget that.
Nice and condensed. Good shit.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I won the one that I disconnected at the beginning and just walked around aimlessly.
I take offense, Kaz. You ever see scoffing at a weekly show? You've been canceling the shows, freak.
That was the lull, dude. It was like I was lonely because we haven't fucking done the show, and it was totally on me because I decided I wanted to fucking go be a pro Overwatch player.
Over there, fucking just trying to pick up after Reggie. I don't know who plays Overwatch.
What up, boy? I'm starting the new SM.
The new TSM.
Yeah.
So over there, you're like, oh, guys, I'll clean your toilets. Don't worry. Like, can I be on the team?
Yeah, I can make it back for this wave, dude. There's no minion waves in this game.
It's good times. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, Kaz is now a big time Overwatch guy. You can check him out making movies, and stuff. jveezy is a homeowner now. I don't know if we've had a podcast since jveezy's been in his house. Have you been on the show since
I
then?
don't think so.
Not from the new house.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were mad at me because I like raged a couple times because I was the backup guest for like 3 straight weeks, and then I complained about it. So I thought you guys were like, man.
Yeah, we
he's gonna complain about that. I'll never have him on again.
Us over here at DKG getting angry and holding grudges. That's what we do here.
Bro, beggars cannot be choosers. Okay, I'm on the fucking corner asking for quarters.
If I still had Sierra on and that girl canceled on me 20 minutes into the show supposed to start. Okay, that's when that happened. Come on.
Well,
Hey,
good to
Fitz.
be back.
It is always a pleasure to have you on here, and it's always good to see Miller too. Miller's been around all the time in the Discord. I always mention this at the start of shows. The Discord's the place where fucking the real hangouts and the real fun happens in this community, and Miller's a part of that. He's there all the time, hanging out and being a cool bro, playing games with us and everything. So it's good to have you on the show, man.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
I forgot about Manifest Destiny.
That was good.
If you want to see a good example of a fucking ridiculous show, fucking just rewind one little notch on your dial there, and that was bad. Slash good.
Well, it just so happens.
But yeah, you got some newscasts.
Kids Gaming.
Oh shit!
Whoop, whoop.
Maybe
Hosting the
if
channel.
there was only some way to start the news.
We're doing that already? Oh, shit.
Literally, like the first thing we do is start the show, talk, and say hi, and then go on the news.
I thought we had a longer intro section. I don't know.
I set up the
I
bomb
haven't been
for
here.
anything.
I haven't fucking been here in a while. All right, so this is where we kind of go around the horn. If you have not and you would like to, you can be a part of the show by joining our Discord. We have a list of channels in there. One of them is a channel dedicated to the podcast where people give us suggestions of news stories that they see in the mythos. I go through those. I pick some of the ones that I think are the best or just the shittiest. You never know. And we bring them on here on the show at the end of the week. So if you want to do that, head over to the Discord, join us. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it just so happens you're listening to Drunk Kids Gaming.
It just so happens you are listening to Drunk Kids Gaming.
You can
All right,
hear
so
that
our
a lot.
first story, I'm going to put that in Escape so people have the link to the doc. So our first story of the week is another airline story. Now, this one does not involve United Airlines, fortunately enough, but it does involve British Airways. So British Airways flights were disrupted by what I think is one of the greatest causes of all times. It is when somebody unintentionally unplugged the power to their tracking system.
Yeah, I almost actually covered the story as well because it's it's an IT story for me. I mean, someone in IT was fucking because they'll never admit exactly what it was, but Mark had brought his daughter into work that day or something, and she was fiddling around trying to find a place to charge her fucking Nintendo DS and unplugged the mains uninterruptible power supply.
You don't ever need to charge a Nintendo DS. Don't you dare lie on a good fucking product like that, all right? My DS has been off for 4 years. I turned it on the other day, and it was full fucking battery, dude. Okay? Full battery.
I don't understand why they didn't have, a backup, redundancy.
The story is they unplugged the UPS, the uninterruptible power supply, which fed the mains, and so it triggered its failsafe when it has no actual power, which was turn all the computers
Shut
off.
everything down.
So everything just unplanned, just shut the fuck down. And they were like, "What happened?"
Yeah. During a holiday weekend too, where they had to cancel everyone's flight. So good on you, British Airways.
I love. Is it just? It's one of those things where obviously the news is hungry for airline fuck ups right now. So it seems like there's a lot more fuck ups than usual with the airlines.
Yeah.
I just love that this is the era we're in right now, where everyone is just like, oh shit, here's a funny news about airlines being silly. I asked for a Coke and they gave me a 7-Up, and then I went on Twitter and blasted everyone.
Friggin' $128 million. That's several people are getting fired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ben's got the hidden part of this story that I think this is. I think it's the same story, but the fact that it was off for a long time because they recently outsourced their IT staff, and then the outsourced staff had no idea how to restore the backups.
Yeah.
And that screwed everything up. And
yeah, it's British Airways, and their techs are actually in Minnesota. They're outsourced to IT is in Minnesota somewhere.
I think it was in India, but
well, I mean, I was just making a generic joke.
India, Minnesota, whatever.
This is all the
Who
time.
outsources to Minnesota?
Every company out here. I've talked to my company a lot of times, but the world's changing in regards to what you can do in regards to actually building a boutique computer and also being a repair center, because it just doesn't exist anymore. So we kind of do everything. And so a lot of the stuff that I actually end up doing with my company is companies all across America that have been they're the outsourced cheap IT labor for companies in San Diego. And that companies will call me when they have a problem locally that they need someone to have actual physical eyes on. And so I'm like a third party. Like, you could hire my company as your IT company, but they hire the Minnesota company for cheap. The Minnesota company calls me when they need someone to go to the actual building to look and like physically see what's plugged in, because Mary in HR has no idea what the router looks like from a toaster or whatever. And so I'll go and do that. And so, yes, I have a lot of these weird things where I'm just like, next time, just call me. Don't call them. Just call me. I know your company. Like, but yeah, no, I have all these IT guys in Minnesota that are just like, so what's it look like? All right, we're going to mail you some memory for that server that we sent out, like, please put it in.
Yeah.
It's good times. This shit happens all the time, though. My go-to story for unplugging is with Fry's Electronics. There was a period of time where they started off as one single store, and it was fine that they had a database there with all the customer information and all the customer information for the cash registers, but also all of the customer tracking for the repair department. And then they got another store, and that store just linked to this store's database. And then they got another store, and that store linked to this store's database. And then they got to the point where they were pretty fucking big, and everyone was still linking to that one database, and it wasn't propagated across everything. And then someone at that fucking store, the rumor on the street is, tripped over the power cord for the main server and took all 20-something stores down, because they couldn't, their cash registers didn't even work if you don't have the database access. And we were just like, okay, I guess we're gonna go home. Like, it's good times.
Yeah, no, dumb shit that people do in IT when you shouldn't.
Because like no one ever knows the emergency protocols, because they never really happen, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, of course we got backups. On what? Where? How do we implement that? And you're like, well, it's going to take me 30 hours to go through your backups and find the most relevant recent one that actually has the full data on it, and then hopefully not lose any customer data while we're doing it. No one enter anything into the computers. Oh wait, what? It's been altered. No shit. No, it's not pretty.
No, it's
I love tech.
Bad. It's full on bad. All right, you got one, or should I do another one?
Nah, speaking of, I was just trying to make a segue and I couldn't.
Good job, good effort.
Speaking of shitty companies, Radio Shack's in the news again.
I thought they were dead, dude.
They are. They're a vestigial. This is what the story is basically about. So Radio Shack has recently, maybe not recently, but pretty recently, their most recent news is they filed for their second bankruptcy, because they filed for bankruptcy, closed a whole shit ton of stores, and they're nothing, right? I think at some point they were just hoping someone would maybe buy out the last of the stores or whatever, but they're just like literally, like, no one's even picking up the name at this point. So they're just like, well, now, and I don't know what the financial news, but they for the second time they recently filed for bankruptcy. And now the stores are literally just getting to the point where like the store managers have to close it, because they're like, there's nothing left for them to do. There's no one to talk to anymore. So the main Twitter account for Radio Shack is currently just a bunch of pictures of stores with nothing on the shelves, and they're selling off the fixtures of people's of different stores. So if you go and look at it, it's just a bunch of pictures of like happy balloons, and you can get. Talk to your store manager about offers and prices on retail fixtures. And then store-wide discount doesn't apply to the fixtures. Yeah. And it's like, you can check out these organizers. You can purchase these now. It is the saddest Twitter account to ever exist right now. It is just this cry, this baby cry for help as they're snuffed out of existence.
Yeah, I remember this happening with Hollywood Video. And, the same thing. They were selling off the shelves and everything like that. Except at the time, Twitter wasn't as big a thing, so there wasn't a Hollywood Video Twitter account just showcasing all the things. So like Radio Shack is going down at the worst time to do that, just to have their shame just publicly displayed out throughout the internet.
The AV Club article here makes a good point of come on, with this, what's with the half deflated sad balloons? Can you just pop those? just let them go. They're already half deflated. Yeah. There's no helium left in those things. Just put a fucking pin in them and call it a day. Like,
I need to be the one that has to put the spin on this.
But I pick up one of these things. Fuck, dude, little spinny displays. Put that in my bedroom.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Did you
put that in the bedroom?
The little electronics stores.
Oh, there's
What
there's the tweet. There's a local tweet from a local Radio Shack in Ohio that just says we're closed. Fuck all of you. Some store manager put up on their Twitter account just as a final hurrah, I guess, right?
There's still a couple of Radio Shacks open here, but they're franchised.
Yeah,
they don't sell any of the normal crap Radio Shack sells. They actually sell components.
We covered it was not recently, but it was on another episode of dkgWELP, where it was a franchise Blockbuster. So all the Blockbusters are actually dead, but there was one that was just owned by a franchise that just, I guess, held on in the middle of fucking nowhere. And the employees in there were like making really awesome tweets for their store, like, "Come on by and get 2 for 1 night," and like, "Please, we'll get you some candy." It'll be great. It is really sad, though. I mean, usually you don't see big corporation or companies that were that big, at least, go out like that, because there's always some kind of value still in the name, right? Like you can still get something out of it, respin it into something.
Even Circuit City's still technically around, right? They went out.
Not out here.
Like,
maybe somewhere. Out here, they're all gone.
But the thing is, Radio Shack kind of poisoned their own name. Like, that's why nobody wants to buy the name anymore, because Radio Shack developed a reputation for being such a shitty place to get electronic stuff. So, in a way, it's deserved. This is
overpriced home entertainment and cell phone accessories.
But when you needed that transistor at fucking Sunday at 2 p.m, you knew where to.
And I went to Fry's.
Oh yeah. See,
Radio Shack.
Or I decided that I was going to order it from DigiKey and just wait the extra week because I didn't want to go to Radio Shack. So
I
that's
grew up
how bad the name is.
I grew up with a dad who was a tinkerer. He used to tinker with RC cars and stuff and electronics, and he'd put light bulbs and motors on everything. And Radio Shack was his go-to place because that's where you went for that shit.
That was the place. That was the name.
But I was just the right age to not. I mean, I went to Radio Shack. I got things from Radio Shack, but like, it always didn't have the exact thing I needed, and you had to order it anyways, and it would take forever to order it. And so I had I'm privileged in living in San Diego, California, but like Newegg was starting up, and Newegg is 4 feet away, and it had, it would say, delivery is 5 to 7 days, but it'd be there the next day. And you're like, welp, sorry. But yeah. Yeah, and Tiger Direct back in the day too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It was good times. One of my grandmother's computers was Tiger Direct. Sorry, Radio Shack.
If you went to circuitcity.com, it looks just like tigerdirect.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it is sad to see a company with a name go out of business. But I think if you talk to people that at one point worked at Radio Shack, I think they will all say that, this is probably a long time coming from the way they treated their employees and the way they treated their customers. It's just that's capitalism.
Yeah, and you're right.
Bad.
Yeah, they went down with that. I mean, Blockbuster kind of did the same. I remember Blockbuster just swearing up and down all the time, no matter what the book said. Like, well, movie rentals are coming back, and you're like, honey, you got to compete. Like, no, we're gonna hold on, and you're like, okay, well. I learned today that Barnes & Nobles has you can subscribe to their stores, and you pay for a membership now, and you get like discounts or whatever. That's how they're making their money and stuff.
Well, yeah, because
they're also still. Sorry, Kaz, go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say because of the Nook, right? The Nook became a really good alternate to the Kindle. Where you could do kind of extra shit with it because there was a physical location you could also go to, and you could be like, yo, I bought this book, but I want the physical book, and they'd be like, whatever, dude.
Well, I just bought my computer parts on Newegg, and they have a Prime subscription now that gives you like stuff like Prime on Amazon. You get your 2-day shipping and
their
stuff
little
like
shop
that.
runner thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, so Barnes and Nobles has a place as like a place to go. Like in college towns, Barnes and Nobles is still a place to go study, just because it's kind of a quiet place, like a library. And I mean, and even libraries, like you would think that, you know, not a lot of people are going to libraries anymore and you know, checking out physical books, but they still have place as like as a study space, as a place to go use the computers there. You know, it's they, you know, as a meeting place, you know, they still provide some sort of value, so that like they haven't died, they've just adapted, and you know,
a place to keep all the homeless.
Yeah, and in a way, Radio Shack kind of
And
tried
coffee.
to adapt by being a place that tried to shill cell phones to you all the time, but they just got really annoying about it. And
see, I
that
remember
turned
that.
off a lot of their old customers.
So I remember.
Yeah, that's
I remember
what I hated about it.
Radio Shack was always just like, get a really overpriced RC car, or get, you know, overpriced everything. Everything was overpriced, and it was just like, no, I don't want a fucking Boost Mobile fucking radio phone.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I liked Radio Shack when it was like, yo, come get all these like kind of electronic shit. Like, need transistors? We got a fucking every one you ever need. And you're like, you know what? I don't, but I'm gonna buy them because they're 50 fucking cents. You're like, I might need them.
yeah.
And all that got relegated to like a single cabinet in the back.
And that was all
one
they were
little
known for.
drawer.
But that's such a hard thing to get going. Like there are actually shops out here for a long time that were that still that were single man owned. You go there and you can like, I need this weird fan that I pulled out of a vacuum cleaner that's not working. And then they're like, no, here's a fan. You're like, holy shit, it works! Like, yes.
Yeah.
But that, but then that fan's $2, and it's like, that's the one time this year I'm going to go to your store. Like, how is that a viable business? Like, at all?
But it still used to be worth it if it was a little bit overpriced, because like the one in my hometown, the people were very knowledgeable. They could go, oh, that's a, you know, such and such capacitor. I think we've got one back here, but now that even though they still had the stuff in like a little drawer in the back, nobody knew anything about it.
Right.
If you weren't trying to buy a cell phone case, they didn't.
Right, because that's what my Radio Shack turned into, right? Like I went there originally to get a mic because I didn't want to go to fucking Guitar Center, which was, you know, 4 miles in the other direction. So I was like, oh, you know what? The Radio Shack's right there. They sell microphones. Whatever. I just kind of need a mic real quick. And the dude was just like, what? A microphone?
It might be in the store.
I don't know, dude. You want a new LG Evo? No, motherfucker. I need a microphone. Like the new LG Evo has a mic on it, and it's great quality, man. Like you're no help. Like,
yeah, and that's why I brought up the way they treated their employees too, because from what I understood from my friends who used to work there, it was like all the stuff that they had to shill, they shilled it because that's what they got graded on. Was like that's what their metrics covered, was like how many fucking Lance Armstrong bracelets did you sell to people versus like, you know, did you actually help somebody solve the problem that they were like, you know, did you help somebody find the transistor, the 50-cent transistor that, like, you know, that doesn't help their bottom line that much, so they didn't get graded on that much. And so soon after, you know, all those employees that were good at that shit, that were actually good at helping people, were gone and replaced with people that were just good at shilling stuff. And then after a while, it just got annoying for everybody getting shilled at all the time.
So if a Radio Shack was open today, it would just be wall-to-wall fidget spinners. Just wall to fucking wall.
Fidget spinners and fidget cubes, dude.
I'd actually go to that Radio Shack.
My local 7-Eleven is nothing but a fucking tray counter of fidget cubes and Arizona iced tea. That's all it is. That's all.
So here's the thing, dude. I work at a fucking aquarium, right? When the other day I was upstairs near the gift shop, and you generally see kids come out with, like, you know, the stuffed dolphins, stuffed turtles, the sloths, the stupid shark hats, things like that, right? And I'm standing there talking to somebody, and a school of children go into the store, right? And I haven't been in the the gift shop for a while, and they all come out with fucking fidget spinners, and I was like, "We have fidget spinners now?" And the dude was like,
Oh,
"I
they
think
sell.
so."
I think so.
Like, I literally watched every fucking kid go in, and initially they were like, "Yo, look at the stuffed dolphin, dude," and it was like, "Bro, you're gay." I'm like, "I'm getting it anyway, dude." But then they all came out, "Yo, I'm spinning faster than you, dude." Like, what? Like, is this why? Like, why is this the thing that's happening? I just can't.
My fidget's got Shamu on it.
We need to go. We need to go back.
Are they
flat
fish
rate.
themed fidget
There was
spinners?
a kid who's like, "Yo, this is an all metal one." This other kid's like, "Mine has LEDs in it, dude." Like, what?
I love you, Wackett.
Not to be confused with midget spinners.
Or fishnet spinners, apparently. That sounds dirtier than it's supposed to. Well done.
Older.
Did I have a story, or is it your story?
I think your story
This
was
is
the
my
Radio Shack one,
story.
right?
Yeah. So every once in a while, you come across some marquee content on the fucking internet, and this dude takes the cake. He went out to do his about the house chores, and while in the fact of doing this, a tornado breaks out, and no fucks given continues to mow his lawn, which makes for a great image, right? There's a tornado in the background, dude's just out here mowing his fucking lawn. But the story behind it is, so he went out, he's mowing his lawn, kind of took notice of it, but the fact is, like, in the picture, it looks a lot closer than it is what him and his wife told everyone. Like, the tornado was actually a lot further away, and they felt like it wasn't really something to worry about. Fucking white people. So he just kind of continued to do his shit.
I live in California. We don't do tornadoes. The only tornadoes I know about are from the movie Twister, which I'm assuming is overacting and overreaching of actual tornadoes. So I'm assuming you just see tornadoes like every day. Like, that's like a house cat. You're just like, tornadoes everywhere always. Fucking I gotta drive around these tornadoes. I can't get on the 5 today. Like, what is it?
This time of year, there's a lot of tornadoes in my area. I've seen several, and you can tell when they're leaving or supposed to coming towards you. I mean, I still wouldn't just mow the yard, but
Well, his claim was he's watched a lot of the show Storm Chasers on TV. So
I bet
he's
he
familiar.
has. Yeah, no.
He's familiar with tornadoes.
God damn it! Fucking flyover state sons of bitches.
this is Canadian too, right?
It's like me getting in a fight with a fucking tiger and being like, "Bro, I've seen a lot of Steve Irwin. I knew what the fuck to do."
As long as it doesn't have a stinger. Great.
All right, dude. Too soon. We have kids.
Schmeeler, you being somebody that lives in a tornado area, like from what I understand, like the normal response is to just like go into the basement, right? Is that like,
Yeah, or the
is that
middle.
the,
of the
well, I mean,
house,
I guess
yeah.
priority one would be get the hell out of the area if you know it's coming, but
Yeah, you're just supposed to get in the basement or in a tub or something.
but maybe he
Something.
thought he was just close enough to the basement that if it got closer, he could just bail real quick, or
Yeah, I guess. And I mean, I think in the article he says it was going away from them. So, and you can tell, but tornadoes can get very big really quick. So that's still not a fail-proof method of staying safe.
That's
I equate it to the fact. I mean, because I always hear this from people that are not used to California, and like I'm always confused. I'm always surprised at how much people are actually afraid of earthquakes.
yes.
Because for us, like, earthquakes happen, and if earthquake happen all the time, but if you were even aware that it happened, because usually you don't feel them. Most people live out here. They're like, I've never actually been aware of one. I never knew what happened. I see it on Twitter, and I'm like, oh shit, I missed an earthquake. But But when it does happen and you're feeling it, most people's response out here is to run to the closest person they can find and scream about, "Holy shit, we're feeling an earthquake! This is awesome!" Like no,
That's the same.
No one
That's the
cares.
same response for a tornado.
Yeah. See, I think I'd see a tornado. I'd be like, "Everyone, tie yourself to the closest water main. Help!"
Well, I can tell you when the tornado. Boy, I went really southern just then. When the tornado sirens. When the tornado sirens go off, what you're supposed to do is you get in the basement or get in the middle of your house in a sturdy area. But what happens is everyone stands outside and looks at it. So,
well, yeah, we're supposed to stand in the door jam or whatever, and under a desk and hold your head or whatever. But no, everyone's like, "Holy shit! I'm gonna tell my friend who I know is 20 miles that way, and he probably hasn't felt it yet. Yo, earthquake incoming!" Yeah. And then your friend's like, "No way! I probably missed it. Oh shit! It's happening now, bro!"
Because they're so quick that even if you know what to do, there's really no time to run to a fucking door jam.
I love it though.
If you're sitting in front of your computer, you get under your desk maybe, but
never in my entire life.
Actually, you spend the first 5 minutes during an earthquake wondering if you're in an earthquake.
Yeah,
did
someone just?
Is that somebody's car radio turned up way too loud? You
get the second shake and you're like, "Oh shit, is that? Is it? Oh shit, we're getting it going."
We actually live on a fault here. It's not near as active as your fault, but I've felt a couple of strong earthquakes here, but we don't get them enough to recognize it. I was sitting at work at my desk and my chair started doing this, and I turned around because I thought one of my colleagues behind me was screwing with me. So I was like, "Dude, what are you?" And I turned around, there was nobody there. And then I looked up, and everybody was standing up over their cubicles, looking around. I was like, "Oh, that was an earthquake."
That's as bad as they get.
That's like the one here, right? Like that was like the big news for like the whole week when an earthquake struck the East Coast. It's put us in dire straits. We were checking water mains up and down the roads. We're gonna check in with Sally in the area that was the hardest hit. Yeah, I'm at the local market here, and things fell off the shelf. I've asked store owners what they expect is gonna happen. They said they don't think that the stores will be back up for the next week. This is just a dire thing. There's still bread in the aisles, and we don't know if it's going to strike again. This is probably the most fearful I've been in my life. Like,
our local news station did a story about the 3 bricks that fell off of a downtown bank. I mean, they actually took cameras there and filmed the situation. And this is the only damage we've known to happen.
So speaking of earthquakes, no, it's not going to work. These police are the coolest police ever. One day.
We tried.
One day. I don't know where Tasmania is. But
near Australia, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah, it's an Australian website. All right, that makes sense. But
read the rest of the article. I read that one too. I just forgot about it.
It's a good one. Yeah. So anyways, these police got wind that there was going to be this crazy party going down in a park. And so they were like aware of it and everything, and they get a call because the gentleman is they get a call from a taxi company because the gentleman's just passed out in the taxi from this party or whatever, and they didn't know where he was supposed to go. And so the cops come out to go find him. Basically, they eventually look through his stuff and find a way to get him home after talking to him for a bit. They get him home and they drop him in his bed. But then they take his phone and they snap a selfie with him so that he'll remember he'll remember how he got home in the next day. And so lo and behold, the next day, homeboy's looking through his cell phone and tweets out, or on Facebook puts out the picture, and he's like, "Yo, I just started looking through my phone, and these fucking cops took a selfie with me." And it's like, so there's this. That's awesome. It's absolutely adorable. But yeah, this is this Joe Dirt here.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I love this news coverage in Australia though. They actually went and found the guy. But yeah, they're the good cops. They're just like, yeah, all part of the service, just helping out. Thought it was cool.
And then they all got to be on the news. Oh. Good shit.
Yeah.
No, I thought that story was funny as fuck. Like, I've had some moments in my life where I've gone out and shit got a little bit hairier than it should have, and I don't remember how I got home, but I got home. So like,
I've had some moments where I think I've expressed this before. I have what I jokingly call my like a when a Roomba runs out of batteries and it like finds its way back to the charger. Like I kind of jokingly refer to it as that, because there's been nights where I've gone out and my body knows that it's had too much and it's gonna get bad, and I'm gonna either, because I remember everything up to these points, and for whatever reason people always say like, yo, you just disappeared, like you were just gone, and I'll wake up in my bed like with water and like a nice meal, and I'm like, oh, I took myself home. That was very nice. But there was one time I remember, the last memory, it was a Halloween night. We were all fucking super drunk and just hanging out, and we were in costume at this one place. And the last thing I remember was running down the street as Pac-Man to my house. I was wearing a big giant Pac-Man costume, and I was running. I was just running. And then I have no memory of the rest of that event, but I woke up at home in my bed. And I was like, okay, I must have been like, oh shit, I got 20 minutes until my body doesn't work anymore. I need to get the fuck home. Like fucking
Cinderella, fucking
yeah.
Having heard the story, what was in the front yard? When
oh yeah, well, because the Pac-Man costume didn't fit in the house. So when I woke up in the morning, I was like, yo, where is my costume? And it looked like I had hulked out of it, just and just threw it down the stairs towards the trash cans. Just this broken mess of Pac-Man costume down the thing.
My worst one.
I was running. I was performing and running. I remember that. I remember people yelling, but it was like this. I was in this giant wooden thing, so I couldn't really I had no periph. And so I just remember people were like, "Oh my god, it's Pac-Man!" And I was just like, "Wah wah wah," like whatever.
I woke up in the woods one time with a park ranger, thought I was dead. And then I just woke up and I was
poking you
I
like
gotta
a
go
bear.
home.
This is what I miss out on by not drinking.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're missing out.
I do
don't
have
worry,
I mean, there was one time where I did attempt to drink a half a beer and then vomited all over downtown on the way home. That's how I know I can't drink. So
That's pretty good. Pretty good assumption.
Look,
Got that Asian glow.
hang out with me and Curly long enough and you'll fucking buy proxy, right? It'll just you'll live the experience through us.
That happened
spirit
at
of drunk.
TwitchCon. There was a fight. There was a lot of stuff that happened. So I remember.
The spirit of alcoholism.
There are these moments in life that I love because I always have to check, and it's whenever me and Curly make the same face. Because jveezy said there was a fight, me and Curly went.
It wasn't between you guys. It was just
I just don't.
We had to take a moment of being like, where, when, how did that happen?
Exactly. Well done.
Yeah. I love those moments.
It wasn't a community fight. That just happened on the street as we were walking home. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Okay. Yeah.
And we almost ended up in the middle of it because you were standing there watching them, and they somehow ended up on both sides of you.
That's because fucking Curly's friends tried to be heroes instead of bystanders.
Yeah, it was you and Sarah just watching, and that's why I'm there, so I can remember these things.
Yeah.
Was it bad beanies?
Oh, that came back like a sack of rocks. Whoa. Hey, we saved the day.
We didn't. We got the fuck out of there.
Well, that sort of saved the day.
We
So the cops saved the day, like they always do.
Going the way we thought it was going, and then we left. Yeah. Okay. Look, this is just going to be drunken recollection.
Come to TwitchCon next year. This shit'll keep happening.
There's also Vegas, ladies and gentlemen.
Doesn't matter whether we do it. It's
dkgVEGAS.
DKG Vegas. I don't know if we promoted this on the show enough, but I'm going to take this ad break.
We need
right
to do
here.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. This is an ad break brought to you by DKG Vegas.
As much as you should keep all your files backed up in a Drobo, you should also come to DKG Vegas.
It's cheaper.
It is cheaper than a Drobo. DKG Vegas, cheaper than a Drobo.
But we've been trying to do something like this for a while, kind of just doing an event more centered around us as a growing community of adults. And I know not everyone here is an adult. Sorry, that's what TwitchCon's for. So we're going to be going out to Vegas to hang out and have fun. If you would like to, we have a deal with the Orleans Casino. You can go over to the Eventbrite page, and I don't have a link to it right now, so it'll be in the show notes. And you can check that out and book a room if you like. Come hang out with us. It's gonna be a fucking hoot, Manny.
Yeah, if you can't come for the full time, I mean, it's not going to be like a TwitchCon or whatever. It's going to be a loose group of bros hanging out in TwitchCon. I mean, at Vegas. Sorry. And the beautiful thing about Vegas is it's not. I mean, we're not big partiers. We're not going to be crazy in Vegas. Maybe a little bit, but I'm just saying. Vegas is a great place because there's always from everywhere in the world some kind of cheap flight to Vegas, and that's the easiest way to get to from everyone. Everyone's. Well, I don't know why I got whiskey burps. Sorry. Carry on.
You're a fucking travesty.
Oh, I know. I just got all this gas when I was trying to explain something horrible. But yeah, I'll put links in the show notes below, and maybe Kaz will have a link before this.
I'll probably be there.
Yeah, schmeeler.
Yeah.
No, we got a good chunk of people coming from the community already. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna. No, it's seriously going to be fun. We have, at least at the moment, as far as things go, there will be a live whelp. Thank you, California Carl, for dropping that link in the live chat. So yeah, it'll be the fucking bee's knees, my boys.
Only if you wear that outfit.
We're gonna wear those costumes too.
Never let my hair get that long again, people. I just never.
Kaz
is so angry in that picture. I don't understand why.
That's his rap photo, dude. It's great.
Yeah, dude. I'm dropping that new mixtape, son. El Chapo. But yeah, so definitely go check that out. That's that. All right, so back to the news. I gotta find my news story now. So, yeah. All right, so. As it has been known, the internet loves offensive things. If Cards Against Humanity is to teach us anything, so there is a new Kickstarter out there if you are interested. So it is for the adult who has not outgrown fucking coloring books and things like that. So yeah, if you are an adult and you still want to color things, but you feel weird about going to Toys R Us and buying some Crayola crayons, this Kickstarter is for you because it is a crayon box full of crayons with colors that have offensive names. So yeah.
Did you say crayons?
Crayons.
Some people say crayons.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Crayons.
Crayons. Prawns?
Fucking.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
color
disrail.
sticks. All right, color sticks.
The first color stick is called. Did you say crayons?
There's offensive names as Two in the Pink. Travis Ban Brown. Travel Ban Brown. Boner Pill. Caucasian. I guess that's.
What color is Boner Pill?
I don't know.
No,
Blue.
It's the white privilege crayon is only available to white people who buy it.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry. What?
That wasn't a joke. That's actually part of the thing.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute. It's a fun little one-time thing. And I don't. And you know what? I'm not mad at it in any way.
I mean, I don't know. I always thought all the colors of the Crayolas always sounded a little sexual in their first place. So, you know,
Color sticks. Yeah, fuck color sticks, dude. Use markers.
color sticks. I don't know. I the only time I ever use a crayon is so in my house. This was my one writing utensil for a long time, and it has been broken for a while. This is pencil that I keep here. I don't know why I haven't thrown it away or sharpened it, I guess. But there's only one time in my life where I ever need to write anything down, and it is once a month for a check to pay rent. And I always have the same situation where I wander around for 20 minutes trying to find some kind of writing utensil and then give up and use the crayon I have in a Tupperware container somewhere, and I just fill out my check with like a brown crayon. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's life. Over and over again. You think at some point I'd buy a pen, but no. I'm not gonna do it.
No, fuck that shit, dude.
I'm gonna go. I don't even know. These are. I have so many stories. So speaking of crayons, this thieves trying to. What's the worst situation you could do when trying to rob an ATM? Because these guys did it. They were trying to basically get into the store of cash that is inside of an ATM, and many people have done this before, where they just take the damn thing and then they'll figure out how to get into it later at a later date, because they're usually pretty fortified. But these gentlemen had a great idea. They were going to blowtorch their way into the ATM store of cash. The one fatal mistake that they found is once they got in, is that all of the cash had burned away.
Oh,
no. By the time they got through to it. So yes, police did find an ATM where the thieves had eventually just abandoned it after they set all of the cash on fire. Whoopsie doodles.
You win some, you lose some. Yeah. You try some, you burn them.
It's a bad payday heist right there.
That does sound like something we would have done at some point in Payday, had that mechanic been available.
And Nikon would have rage quit.
Don't worry, guys, I got it. Yeah, this is Everett, Washington. That's the damn fucking Washingtonians trying to rob places.
Since they destroyed the money, has that become a bigger felony now?
Well, I mean,
yeah. Do they get the Secret Service after them now?
Probably, yeah. They're the no. These are the gentlemen. It looks like so.
Oh wait.
Oh wait. Oh,
yo, that monster jacket, dude. Fucking sponsored ass robberies.
That's what I thought.
Robbing a bank, fucking drink a monster.
That's all it was. It was actually a sponsored event by Monster to get their name on the news.
Red Bull's gonna try to outdo them. Like,
no, that's not a bad idea.
They'll be burning money like over a bridge.
That's not a bad idea. Try to rob an ATM. Commit a felony.
I mean, sponsor petty crimes, and get your name.
That is the dystopian future that many people have written about. Okay,
it's
in the year 2065. Petty crime is sponsored by your advertisers.
You know what?
We're gonna have a fucking man rob a local fucking
man beats grandma trying to steal a purse. Sponsored by Pizza Hut.
He's wearing a Pizza Hut shirt.
Just happens to be.
Yeah.
It's Carl's Jr. Assault Night.
Yeah. Watch out, everyone.
Morton Assault Night.
Yeah, Morton Assault. Damn it.
Then I wasn't on the prediction show this year, but log that in like long-term 5-year predictions. That's going to happen.
I'm not saying it won't. It's a smart idea. I mean, unless for brands that already have no like morality to them, like no morality, like Monster, like no one's like, no, what is Monster's opinion on women voting? You're like, no one cares. Right. You know, like it's not going to hurt their brand if they sponsor street fighting or whatever the fuck. I really liked back when Monster had corporate values that were more in line with my opinions. Those fucking energy drinks.
Those were the days, man.
This robbery brought to you by Drobo.
When fucking energy drinks cared about family, dude.
Commit all of your crimes on a Drobo.
Speaking of companies that care about family, Pornhub has once again
my favorite company of all time right now, dude.
Yeah. They put out a new infographic. So this one, this month, the hot infographic from Pornhub of the month is common misspelling search terms by state. I'm going to put this in the chat so everybody can follow along with us. So these are the most common misspellings of search terms used on the website Pornhub when people are looking for something.
Porn.
Oh, I love these guys so much. Everyone is porn. Everyone is porn.
Yeah. The most common one being porn when people are trying to
amateur is
spell
a
porn.
hard thing to spell when you're trying to fucking get a quick one out.
One-handed.
No, seriously though.
You got one hand.
In the dark with one hand.
Yeah. And I'm like, is it the U? Is it the E? Is it which? Like,
I like Lebsium.
Yeah.
I am a Lebsium.
I also do like how high on the list fucking hentai is. You nasty ass pieces of shit. Y'all,
it's all around my part of the country. I don't want America.
I don't want to go into it, but if you look at the infographics they have for top rated or top most searched for things in broken down by state and then by country as well, and like you look at some of the extremely conservative shit states. And then you look at some of the extreme weird shit that they're fucking... And again, this isn't just like cherry picked. The most highest searched for shit. And you're like, God damn, guys. You need repression a little bit, please. Like,
hold on. How do you screw up MILF?
Miffle? Maybe that's something we don't know about.
Also, what is carton?
Cartoon.
Nah, that one got me too.
Oh, cartoon.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a correct term list on the side over here.
Okay.
So all right, we'll go through them real quick. So
I like amateur.
Amateur for amateur porn. Lesbian for lesbian. Hitana, Hitia.
Why are people searching for porn on a porn site?
They just,
that's the thing that causes me to vote.
You're fucking.
That's the
you're
funny
like,
thing.
The kids are out of the house for fucking 8 fucking minutes. I got a minute to get my pants off, 2 to fucking search, and then 3 to go, and then they got to be back on. Like,
well, I love this about Pornhub. Though. I don't know if I'm a big metrics, if I'm a fan of metrics, or if I'm just a fan of what Pornhub is doing. But like, it really speaks to the general person who just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing in life, and they're just like,
it's like
porn.
You're on a porn site. It's like going to Google and searching for websites.
But if you look at some of the Google information, people go into Google and they type the Google word, and they're like, "What are you doing? You're already here!" Like, please.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, most of these fall into this key happens to be next to another key like WBNE.
Yeah.
But again, top searches like
top common misspelled searches. So
and they do say something about porn being on a porn site.
Porn.
But there's so much hentai though, dude.
Yeah,
that's a lot of hentai.
Look at, if you ever get really, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, look at their breakdown by state. Or by country, and just go look at some other countries that like are really like oppressive towards women, and then like what they search for and shit, and you're just like, this is weird. This is fucking weird. Like I don't like this at all. But I don't know. I love. I think the we haven't done a DKG award show yet, but most talked about company on dkgWELP has got to be Pornhub at this point. This is about the most re-brought up stories we've ever had.
You should have on a representative from Pornhub.
It's up there with Florida. Florida is the other most talked about thing on dkgWELP. It's a good time.
All screwed up news.
Media King. We'll hang out later. We'll talk about hentai. Okay, we're gonna do that later. We're gonna do that off.
Like, I'm a giant weeb, and I don't think I've ever really like genuinely watched hentai, like outside of like shits and giggles.
Got to be a specific mood, or I've been watching too much anime.
I guess, like,
but then I just want to watch anime. Like, it's weird. Like, I've seen hentai, but then I'm like, I just want to watch good anime. Like, I'm like that. This has already killed the whole mood for me. I just want to watch anime.
I've watched, like, I've started out watching some fucking hentai, but people were literally like, "Yo, it's one of the fucking best plot lines you've ever seen in your fucking life." And I'm like, "It's a hentai though," and they're like, "Watch it," and you're like, "All right, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna watch this fucking hentai," and you're like, "Damn, dude, that's crazy." I'm like literally invested, and I'm like, "Wow, oh, now they're boning. Okay, cool. But is he gonna find the cube of fucking light?" Like,
that's when you go get a drink.
Yeah. Are they gonna actually figure the story out? Like, I mean, sure they're fucking, but like, I want to know what's going on in this world.
All right. So no, there's some crazy shit out there.
So speaking of hentai, a gynecologist has to found herself in a situation. Where
greatest segue ever.
I don't know why today is the day I can't segue.
You could have put anything else from this story. Like, speaking of sexual fucking whatever the fucks, like, all right, but yes, a gynecologist, a vagina doctor.
There's one of these things. There's one of these things where it feels like, because I don't know medical shit. I don't know human body anatomy. I don't know all this stuff, but I know IT, right? And whenever I find myself in a situation where I have to explain something that I feel like is really, really dumb and obvious, I feel like I have to take a step back, right? I have to take a step back and be like, okay, not everyone understands this. So like the situation here is like a poor gynecologist has had to find a situation where she has to write this article, or not. This article is about the thing that she had to write. She had to write a missive warning people, please don't put ground up wasps' nests on your vagina, because this is apparently a thing people are doing right now. And like you have to imagine the position you have to be in as a gynecologist and being like, do I have to write this? Do I have to say, please don't do this to your vagines?
Is there an epidemic going around of people doing this?
Apparently, it's a bunch of stuff on Etsy. People are selling what are called oak galls. Oak galls. They are these things where a wasp will go into a bud of a tree, and then it grows its baby wasps inside of it, and it's like a grown up thing. People are selling these on Etsy. And then with the intention for them to be a cure, not a cure, but like a homeopathic remedy thing, where you grind it up and you rub it on your vagine, and it's supposed to cause wellness and blah blah blah. But really, all it does, like pretty much anything you do to your stuff down there. For those that don't know, I'm sorry if I'm talking out of turn. I don't actually have a vagina, but for the most part, it handles itself. Okay. Just as a healthy wellness check, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in in telling you that I know that it handles its own business. So you don't necessarily need to go in there and do any kind of wasp nests inside of it.
I wasn't sure whether I should go there with this, but I mean, we're already kind of there. This Reddit thread that I read on Ask Reddit about like what is the worst thing you've seen in the emergency room. It was something about women who, like, I guess they have uterus problems, and then like if the uterus is about to like fall out, they'll like stick stuff up there to try to keep it in. What? And so it was like, please don't put potatoes up your vagina to try to hold your uterus in. And
why are uteri falling out?
I don't know, some sort of symptom. Like, again, you and I are not gynecologists. We are IT people, like you so eloquently put earlier. So that's the part where I don't understand. But if they're falling out, maybe go see a doctor about that rather than try to self-medicate and shove a potato up there.
Bitch,
Because the potato will grow spud.
Yeah, because the maid that your grandmother had in the 20s said, many times just put a potato up in there and your uterus stops falling out.
Oh. You need a disclaimer for this podcast. No medical advice is intended to be taken.
I mean, well, so I think what Curly said does kind of make sense. Like,
that's
you
usually
keep
where
it
you
clean,
yeah.
And that's the best thing you could do. Don't try to self-medicate. See a medical professional, because that's what they're paid for.
Call your doctor. Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
I do not want to hear a single fucking story where someone says I heard it on dkgWELP and I broke my vagina. That cannot be a thing that we want to be known for here. Okay, like
we told you not to put stuff in. Just
Bitch,
make that clear.
I mean, like, yo, we can break vaginas, right, bro? But I don't want to
put
break a vagina.
If you put a bag of Lay's potato chips in your fahoos, that's on you. We ain't got shit to do with that, okay?
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You want some vagina chips?
I'm just saying that doesn't sound like a bad evening.
The best baked potatoes.
What aisle are those on?
Yeah, pussy chips on aisle 5. Yeah.
Fucking fish and chips.
Oh, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it.
Just because Ruffles have ridges doesn't mean it belongs to your.
We're off the subject. We're done.
The green screen even fell.
No, he threw it over. You missed him pushing it down. Kaz, I can't take you anywhere at this point, okay? God damn it.
I'm reading fucking chat, dude.
Oh, don't blame this one on chat.
Oh, shit.
That was all you. All right, I'm done with stories.
We have
I don't
more
want
stories, right? Oh, okay.
I can't. Oh.
That's.
I have a strong desire to stop myself here. I was looking down the street and saw the fork in the road. I can either go for I can go deep on clarification, or I can just walk away from the trash fire. And I think we're gonna go with option B at this point and just walk away from the trash fire. Nope, not touching
trash fire.
All trash fires burn themselves out eventually.
I was gonna clarify, and I was gonna try to help, and I'm just moving on. Hey everybody, I got some video games.
Oh, yay!
It's game time
Hell yeah!
with Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on dkgWELP.
You playing pubs on the fucking show now?
What's your problem, buddy?
You said video games, so
I did say video games. I just no, we're not. Yeah, I wrote a video game for each show. It's fantastic. So these are going to be some slapdash bananas, but we're going to work our way through it. Our first game is the no, we're going to play here first. All right. So this game is obviously a word game, but your every answer is going to be a two words or a phrase. Or two phrases that sound similar but are spelled differently. As I just said, here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here and here are two words, different words spelled differently, like HERE, HEAR. Okay, good. Everyone's worked out. So, for instance, if I said the clue, it's the cereal that's kid tested and mother approved, and the pumped up item fosters Pumped Up Iron Faucet that people sang about, you would say
Kicks.
Kicks. Everyone's on the same boat.
I believe so.
Did someone just buy emote only mode? Great, awesome. Enjoy that. All right, so onward from here. What the fuck? Sorry.
Did you say yell out?
Get your shit together, NPR.
Did I click on the wrong? What the fuck?
You should get your shit together.
I gotcha. Sorry. So, yeah.
What dead ass air, dude? What are you doing?
The game is not what I thought it was, and it's broken on this website. The transcription is completely broken. Sweet. So we're gonna move on to a different game.
Oh God!
Well, jveezy won that one.
jveezy took
Yeah,
that
I
whole
was stuck with
category.
that.
I apologize for that. I had gone only so far in that scroll. So on this one is a game called Aha, where basically the answer is going to have the letters AHA through somewhere. It has to be consecutive in the answer, right? So
Okay.
it's a little difficult, but you just listen to the clues. So for instance, if I say Ashton Kutcher replaced Charlie Sheen on this CBS sitcom, the answer would be
Kaz.
Kaz. Just go ahead and say your answer. You know what it is.
Oh, 2.5 Men.
Yeah, so the aha is in there at the AHA, 2 and a half.
Yeah.
So that's it might help you figure out the answer or not.
I think I'm confused now.
So
Right.
Japanese musical instrument company whose logo is 3 overlapping tuning
Hey.
forks. jveezy.
Yamaha.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gavin Miller. Resident
I thought those
music
were.
teacher.
I thought those were motorcycles.
Hobos for life.
That's is it? No. Yeah.
Don't they make motorcycles?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
do.
they make a ton of shit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool beans. In the hit book Moby Dick, he is the captain of the Pequod.
Busy.
jveezy. You gotta say
Ahab.
it, Schmeeler. Captain
What?
Ahab. You gotta say your name. Your name is your buzzer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, throwing it up works fine. It's an old throwback to jveezy's old podcast that he watched. An axe-like tool or long-range missile whose name comes from an Algonquin word.
Schmeeler.
Schmeeler. I heard Schmeeler first.
Moab.
No.
Easy.
jveezy.
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk. A hawk.
Yeah, mine's not spelled like that. I was trying to get in there.
These Nabisco snacks look cute, look like cute little bears that you can bite into, then bite the heads
Kaz.
off of. Kaz. Just say your answer. You know it. You don't need to worry about the other stuff.
Gummy bear? No, it's the other ones, right? Oh fuck! What
They're
are the other
cute
ones?
little bears that you can bite the heads off of.
The gummy bears are cute little bears, dude. That you can bite the heads off.
Made by
Schmeeler.
Nabisco. 3,
Yeah, they're the cracker
2,
ones. Fuck.
1,
Miller busted.
Cracker.
0.
Cracker.
Schmeeler?
Teddy Grahams?
Teddy Grahams indeed. Spelled Graham under their mech, not like the weight.
Teddy Pounds.
This West Coast NFL team won the Super Bowl in 2014.
Cat.
Kaz.
Seahawks.
Co-hosts of Sports Odds and Ends.
I blocked that year out.
That is
Seahawks.
indeed the Seattle Seahawks.
We had a moment there.
I was like, "What? You guys better fucking get this between you." Duh, bars. In Africa, it's the largest hot desert in the world.
Easy.
jveezy.
Sahara.
Sahara. Indeed.
Oh shit! I was gonna say Mojave. Fuck.
Because that has. Okay.
And that's not in Africa.
Your next clue. I have no idea how you're gonna get this one. She won an Emmy for playing Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls.
Yep, don't know who that lady is.
I mean, we should know the Golden Girls things, but I don't know the other chick's like actress real name.
Yeah, I don't know their.
I can tell you it has aha in it.
The only one I know is the B. Arthur one, but that's
Susan B. Anthony.
she's the penny. No.
I'm blessed the rains down there. And Chat's got it. Chimera with Rue McClanahan.
Yeah.
That lady.
Yeah, all I could think of was Betty White.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows her. No one else knows the other chicks. I mean, you know them, but you don't know them. You know.
Yeah.
The tall
You know
one's
their
B.
faces.
Arthur.
The title of one of her comedy books begins, "Are you there, vodka? It's me."
Schmeeler?
Schmeeler.
Tina Fey?
Nope.
Oh.
Chelsea Handler. Everybody.
Okay.
Super popular now.
Okay, yeah.
Not for her books.
Not for her books. Oh.
Maybe to white people.
I don't know if you'll get this. The singer known as the Queen of Gospel and civil rights leader who performed before Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech.
Kaz. Aretha Franklin?
Nope.
All right, I don't know then,
That
dude.
was my guess too.
All right. We were looking for Mahalia Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I can feign like I know everything over here on this side. That's really nice. I'm really happy to be the proctor of all the quizzes.
Fuck. I totally forgot about Mahalia Jackson there, dude.
Media King got it.
Googling ass piece of shit.
Olympic figure skater who was prematurely banned from competition after a plot against Nancy Kerrigan.
VZ.
VZ.
Tanya Harding.
There she is, our go-to why. Thank you for coming along on this journey through horrible things that we say.
It was a formative part of my childhood.
It was mine too.
That and OJ.
That and OJ.
That and OJ back to back.
Those are the things that our classrooms teachers made us watch in class. I mean, what are you gonna do? Last name of the Michael, formerly of Live with Kelly and Michael.
VZ.
Meezy.
Oh, damn it.
Strahan.
Michael Strahan.
Fuck, I was reading chat and that was another sports.
Did I say that wrong? Is it Michelle or
Straight hand.
That's Michael.
Michael? Okay.
He's a football player. He played for the fucking New York Giants.
I can never tell which Michael or Michelle direction that the letters go. I have a problem with that.
jveezy
Were you on that
fascinating.
Pornhub infographic?
Might as well be, but I'm not really searching for Michaels or Michelle's. That's a little too specific.
You searching for that Michelle Obama porn?
Oh, I mean, she's so beautiful. She got an Oscar nomination for starring in Frida. jveezy, save us from this.
Salma Hayek.
That is it.
The Friday threw me off.
Sorry about
Not gonna
that.
lie. I thought you said Friday for a
Fried
second.
eggs.
I was like,
Yeah,
that
she
did
started in
not
fried
win
eggs.
Oscars.
Okay. This is one for everyone. In the classic Shawshank Redemption, Andy Dufresne had a poster of this classic actress on his cell wall.
God bless. Schmeeler.
Not
Ooh,
Three's
I heard
Company, fucking,
Schmeeler. I heard Schmeeler.
I said, huh?
I heard Schmeeler.
Hedley Lamar?
Nope.
Oh, for the fucking Charlie's Angels. Blonde.
Oh, it's in the chat. Take a Gamer got it with Rita Hayworth.
I was going to say Salma Hayek.
Probably.
Wait, what? I don't think that's who I was thinking of. Shit.
It's Rita Hayworth.
I'm just saying words without checking my letters.
That is not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of the other chick.
You were thinking about Floss. I can't talk.
Farrah Fawcett, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good guess.
Don't
That'd be a
join
good
her.
guess. So your final clue on this game of Aha, she played Sarah Connor in the first 2 Terminator movies.
Can't think of her name.
Easy.
jveezy.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Linda Hamilton.
Damn, son, he knows his lady actresses. Didn't know this game would be
He didn't know.
about that.
He didn't know. Ruth McClam.
I spelled
Okay.
them all right when I was searching for them on Pornhub.
Kaz is doing his best impression of the guy on the roller coaster in the beginning of this episode.
That's racist.
I also don't suggest you search for Rue McClanahan on Pornhub.
No.
That's why I didn't know it as an answer.
All right, so our final game will be a tried and true favorite of us and also the NPR world. This, that, or the other. I'm going to give you a clue, and you're going to tell me if it is one of the 3 following things. Please remember them. The 3 following answers that you could possibly give are either... So I'm going to give you a clue. It's either going to be a title of an old ABC after-school special, a song from the High School Musical trilogy, or a tagline used to advertise men's grooming products.
So, wait, what was the first one?
A title of an old ABC after-school special.
All right, so ABC special, High School Musical, or grooming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. ABC High School grooming.
Your
Oh
first,
shit, that could be on a poster. Hey, ABC High School grooming. Hey kids, the ABCs of grooming yourself while in high school. All right,
your first clue is me and my hormones. Kaz.
ABC.
That is... That is an after-school special for sure. Yes, you're correct. Sorry for the anticipation. I closed the tab.
Look, I thought you were world building over there.
Sorry, I didn't.
Drama, dude.
I had to fucking settle the cameras.
Shit.
I didn't have time to prepare the games like I usually do. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Your next clue is the boys are back.
Kaz.
Schmeeler.
High School Musical.
That is indeed a High School Musical song. Good.
Yeah.
You found your moments there. Your next clue is how dirty boys get clean.
Kaz.
Schmeeler.
It's a tagline from a grooming commercial.
It is a tagline for an Axe men's shower gel.
Fucking,
For sure.
Where's the flag? Run it back. My name came out first. Where's the referees?
Your next clue, find your magic.
Kaz.
Kaz. Is it an
High
ABC
school.
after school special, a High School Musical title, track, or a men's grooming product tagline?
High school, dude.
High School is indeed incorrect.
Easy.
jveezy.
Run it back. Where's the tapes?
Grooming?
Where's the referees?
It is a grooming product, yes. It's a Axe 2016 campaign. Encouragement to
Are
shed.
these all acts?
Apparently, right? Next clue, a night to remember.
Schmeeler.
Schmeeler.
I'm gonna go with ABC Special.
Incorrect. Anyone else for the
Kaz.
steal? Kaz.
High school.
High School Musical song, indeed. Your next clue is the Great Love Experiment. I heard Kaz. You buzzed, buddy.
It didn't come all the way out. my pull out.
Is that what is
Easy.
jveezy?
ABC after school special.
That is indeed an after school special. Correct. Back
Is
in
my
night-
pullout game is strong on one of these clues?
My pullout game is strong is the title of the episode.
Oh.
Oh shit, that's just abruptly where that ends. Sweet. There was so much more transcription after it. This is why I have to take time to prepare and not fucking fuck around with goddamn scenes and shit. Anywho, that was games, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Onward to email.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
Ooh, we got some email. This is from my father. Hey, son, I got a new Bluetooth driver reader that can read your car, and it will tell you if you're ready for smog or not. It's really cool. Tell me what you think. Wasn't for
This
the
was
show.
sent to podcast@dkgtv.com.
It was sent to me directly. I love my dad. We got an email from the one, the only, another other mech himself. It just says meow. So that's helpful. We got one that says Twitter would like you to know that John LaStudio is tweeting about stuff. We got one from MJM. Here in the South, the local news always shows photos of people buying bread and milk during winter storm warning. What do people buy when there's a tornado warning?
That's so true.
Well, I've seen the like, oh shit, the fucking storm of the century is coming, and people just line the store and destroy like
they literally just buy bread, milk, and toilet paper. Those are the things that are just gone, right? Because in my mind, in an emergency, I go to the store and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be the worst of the worst. We need to prepare. There's probably gonna be no canned food. I was only able to get here after work. You hit the canned food aisle, boom. It's just everything is still there. You're like, oh.
Why'd they buy the perishable bread?
Right.
If there's a hint of a 1 inch of snow, you go to our Kroger grocery store, whatever, nothing for milk, bread, and cheese. We just go home and make grilled cheeses.
For San Diego, weather
It's like if
typically
it rains.
Well, when it rains here, people just can't drive. But I don't think anyone ever thinks it's the apocalypse. But the one thing that I know that does throw San Diegans into a tizzy is when the power goes out for more than 5 minutes. Like, the power goes out for more than 5 minutes, and everyone's fucking fill your car with gasoline, guys. You don't know when the next time you'll get new gas. Go to the store. Everyone's buying water. People are pulling out the generators from their grandparents' house and shit. And like, everyone's outside with candles. And you're like, okay. And then it comes on like 2 hours later, and you're like, all right, I guess that crisis is over, and then everyone has to go back to their life. Am I going to work tomorrow? I don't know if I get to work tomorrow. I don't know if they can even call me about working tomorrow. I think I must be off tomorrow because there's a power outage today. You're like, all right, you need to calm down.
So I've been in those situations, and unfortunately enough, I've been that person, but I've even more so been the person who's sitting here. Power goes out. It's been out for, an extended period of time, which in my mind is days, but it's been maybe 15 minutes. And I'm trying to find things to do to like, just do, right? So you go through the process in your head and you're like, oh shit, can't use the computer, power's out. Like, yeah, whatever, fuck, I guess I'll just play some games on my power's out. Right. I guess I could watch a fuck, I don't have a DVD driver on my laptop. Like, you just have this moment and you're like,
also with San Diego, when the power goes out, you could have been living at your place of residence for 10 years, and the power goes out, and that's the first time you meet your neighbors. And that's what happens there. You're like, oh shit, hey, how long you been living here? Yeah, no, yeah, how's it going, man? Oh, I'm Brian. Yeah, that's cool, awesome.
Don't you just default to take a nap when the power's out and there's nothing to do? You're just like, oh, I might as well go to sleep.
My first point of interest. My first point of interest is, do I have enough liquor at home to like? I can't. Do I? I can just drink. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. That's enough for a night.
No, it's just it's savage, dude. How like dependent I am on electricity at this point in my life. You're just like,
Oh, baby.
what else am I gonna do? Yeah, it's bad. And I have books, Fanakri. The power. How am I gonna read them? Fuck.
Via candlelight. Via
Yeah, I don't own a candle.
No.
Yeah. All the candles I have are ones that people have given me.
That was one of my moments of getting to know Sarah. Is that she had moved into an apartment 2 or 3 buildings down from mine, and like the power went out, and like I was like, oh, it's really, really, really dark where we live. Like, and she came over and she just had she had like a bug out bag of candles, like boom, Ziploc bag of candles, and I was like, how do you just have that? And just like, well, I got a lot of candles. Like, that was just a reject pile. And she's like, you can take these, lit the whole damn house. It's amazing.
Motherfucker, my candles are for fucking ambiance, all right? How fucking dare you? Dude.
I won't lie though. I mean, when the most recent power outage, I think was a good like 7 or something hours or whatever. And I remember I went to a neighbor's house who had the generator out, and I was like, "Yo, can I charge my phone on your on your generator?" But it's starting to get low, and I'm getting scared that I can't tweet about how funny this is. Please. But yeah, the final viewer interaction email, whatever mode. I did ask for Snapchats, and Mech sent in what looks to be a picture of a wiener dog with the word "hot" on him, and he says, "Will this actually get on Whelp?" I don't know if you can see that tiny wiener dog.
Sort of.
Trying.
It's almost there.
Wiener dog.
He's a little wiener dog.
Oh, there it
I
is.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that happened. There you go. So yes, you can Snapchat in any of the things that you want. Apparently, this is from Fanakri. These are lions, pop figurines. Apparently, those are boobs.
Pop.
What are pop pops?
Heard those are
pops.
boobs. What?
Nothing. Snapchat. That's why I don't open up Snapchat. But anyways, yeah, that was an episode. We have finished. We've done it. We've made it all the way through. Schmeeler, you are officially in the in the dkgWELP podcast alumni.
In the annals of history.
And you're in the annals of the dkgWELP land. Alexa, congratulations.
Woohoo!
Oh, that kid is so fun. All right, well, I'm ending here. If you if you will be so kind, even though you did just enjoy this live, this podcast will be out on iTunes, Play Android, Banana Store, and all the other places that you can find podcasts. So if you could subscribe to it, it would help the podcast grow immensely. We do get a lot of drive-bys. We get a lot of randoms that are listening to it. Obviously, way more than watch it live. It's pretty cool. So if you're enjoying it, please write a review or click the like, or just listen to it a little bit and then just close it. You know, whatever you do, whatever you want to do. I love you guys.
Tell a friend. Join your Discord.
People.
If you guys got anything to pimp, if you want to jveezy and Schmeeler, anything you need to... That's not the right one. There it is. What are you guys working on?
I'll just be around and doing my day-to-day job as a network guy.
If you want to get to know Schmeeler, Discord down below.
Yeah.
Same with jveezy. He's in there every now and then when he's not being adult male.
Sportsoddsandends.com. Make sure to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/girly, patreon.com/teamcast. Check out the Vegas if you're interested and you're an adult. Come out with us in Vegas. Like, listen to stuff, YouTube, all the things, Drunk Kids Gaming.
He was ducking Cass. All right, whatever. Bye.